Hi, I'm Kamilah Rose, and I've been harping on about Aries and Pisces and Libra and courage and all the fun things. And the most important thing that I did was I do not daydream. I do not fantasize. I don't do any of those things. I might spend maybe a couple of minutes trying to envision what that would look like or what I would want, how I would feel. I spend some time doing that, but that is with the purpose of figuring out if that's something I actually want to pursue. I don't use it as a form of entertainment. I know there's a lot of talk around limerence and being in a state of limerence and getting stuck in a state of limerence. That energy of being in this space where you can create this image, you can create this world, you can maybe even, you make it on Sims and maybe you spend hours on Sims or something like that, living out our dreams in these different versions without actually living them out in the real world. The minute I stopped being like, oh, I won't just make these things up in my head, it's time for me to take action on them, I saw more movement in the real world. Surprise, surprise, right? Use that skill. If you're a person who can see images, can describe things, can go through movies in your head, use that skill in the real world. You can actually do those things. And I know you're like, well, I can't fly. I can't do this. There's not magic. Okay, it won't be the same. But there's a creativity there. There's an energy there that is being alchemized internally instead of being alchemized externally. And if you shift that energy just the tiniest a bit, you'll see more movement in your lived awake experience, where you won't need to be spending so much time trying to dream or fantasize, buying the 500 different planners and never putting them to use, making plans and never putting them into action. That's because your energy that could be used to alchemize and make those things happen goes into that planning stage. It's that Virgo energy, goes into that putting things in order, constantly needing to clean, constantly needing to have things in order, constantly needing to form some type of system, is the energy that's being used that could actually be putting the things you want into practice and making them into a reality. So it's a slight and subtle shift to have to make that might not seem like it's a big deal, but it makes the biggest difference in actually seeing the things that you desire manifest in your life. The only difference between the person who's making it happen and you who feels like maybe you're not making those things happen is that it's the doing. It's the doing instead of the dreaming and the thinking and the planning. It's the doing. You have to do all those things. All of those things shift and change in our reality, but you got to get that last portion, the doing part. So that's my recommendation. And that's the thing that I feel like makes the most difference in seeing my dreams become reality is the doing. I see astrology as a tool. I don't see it as a belief system. I don't believe that the planets make things happen. I think that we make things happen. We, the people, make things happen, and that we see that reflection of what's going on in the stars, and we can use them as a tool to apply them and figure out how we can make change happen in our lives. Apply the tool and use it. And there's many different tools that you can use for that. So that's going to be it. If you'd like a reading, if you want to see how the stars and what's going on with the stars and how this relates to you personally, like book a reading with me, book a transit report with me. I'm happy to relay how you can utilize the energy of what we're seeing in your own life and flip that switch to say, oh, it's me. It's me who's causing the reflection. I'm the original image. The stars are just reflecting back to me what's going on. I love you. I'll see y'all later. Bye.